Welcome to Up Close Season 2, where we bring to you student politicians, popular and influential people on campus to get you information and ask questions we know you want to ask them. How their life is like, their personal life, what led them to where they are today and where they are going in future. Stay tuned and we'll see you there. Mr. Ticho, you are welcome to Up Close.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I would like to introduce you to our members, but I'll give you the platform to do that. So can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Oh, okay. So at Ticho, I'm offering petroleum geosciences. I'm in my final year. And also the SRC Treasurer, as you know.
Yes, of course. So can I ask who or what inspired you into student politics?
Oh, actually, my brother. So I think when I was in SHS, he used to be the 10th Deputy General Secretary. So most of the time when I went to, it would be like I should be testing people in my DM, solicit for vote on his behalf. So I started from that. So I wanted to go to Legon just to go and support him. But I realized at the end of the day, I didn't get admission to Legon. And I came to so I promised myself when I come to UMAT, I'll be the next SRC president. I end up being the SRC treasurer.
Yeah.
So personally, it's my brother and also myself. Personal motivation.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually very nice.
Very nice.
It's stuff like a family of politicians. Is that the case?
Oh yeah, I can say so because we are 7 members. I'm the 6th born. But I was the SRC vice president when I was in school at Ufurudia Technical University. Then also my senior brother also was in student politics, but he also pastor. So sad.
Okay.
My brother too was the 10th president by then in Legon. And I also followed that same path.
So,
and my house is full of NEC, so let me see a little bit.
So can you tell us something about your involvement in team?
Oh, I've been active member.
Okay.
It was since year 1. I came to this school around, I don't really recall, but 2023, I started campaigning for NDC. By then, they were in opposition. So I joined the team because I realized that when your party is in power, a lot of opportunity comes. So I started from that. So when I came to campus, I talked to then team president, that was Shalom. He actually guided me on campus over here. So I started campaigning for them. Whatever program goes on, he will call me. I will go, what do you call it? Organize programs, pack chairs, and all to involve, to let people know that I'm also part of the team. So apart from that, 2024, I started campaigning for MPs, especially John Dumelo like this, and also Honorable Issa Taylor. So by then I contested for team vice president and I won. So that's why we conducted the national elections. So I was campaigning for Issa Taylor here, and also during the election day, I went to Legon to campaign for John. But that's why I come during my election, he did a video for me.
Yes.
So I'm very close to him.
Yeah, okay. So we'll come back to...
So I'm very active.
Yeah, we'll come back to the John Dumelo case a little bit later because I believe a lot of people actually have, they want to know the kind of relation you have with him. But until we get there, right now, the first section is about you. So what can you say is your biggest achievement as a student leader?
So as a student leader, everybody will brag about their projects. That's the only thing you can brag about. See. So being a student leader, I'm not working alone. You see, you're an administration. You're working with the president, the vice president, and everybody. So at the end of the day, the achievement doesn't come to only me straight, but the whole of administration. So everybody will brag about their projects. So far, I think the project that you are taking so far, if by the end of the day, I think you're able to finish, that will be our biggest achievement, but nothing else. because we can't brag about anything except projects. So if you compare it to our national politics, and this will be like, Mama came to do this, Akufo-Addo came to do this. They only brag about their project. There's only project they can brag about. Apart from that, there's nothing that we can brag about. So our biggest achievement will be our project that we are taking. We are building 6 summer hut, and also we have been only the first person to give souvenirs to students. Yeah. For year 1 to year 3, they receive exercise books and pens, and finally they receive SRC cloth. But we check the breakdown of the SRC dues. We pay for all those things, but most of the time we don't get it. But we try to initiate this policy.
Mr. Treasurer, or should I call you Aticho? Which one would you prefer?
I prefer Aticho.
Aticho, okay. So humble. So Aticho, there were a lot of discussions concerning the SRC's first semester budget. Internally, how was that tension done? Because I believe everybody was voted for, so how was that tension?
It's normal. But before you can go for a public position like SRC, because you are serving the student of over 15,000, you have to understand all those things that the moment you get there, people will be talking a lot about you. Even things you have not done, they will say you have done it. That's part of politics, you see. No matter who you are, they will criticize you. But the issue is what they are saying is true. So those who love you come to you personally to ask you questions about what they have heard. But you all can testify that it's not everybody that voted for me to win the SRC Treasurer. So no matter how you have people talking, people not being on your side. But the first semester budget, I was able to cope with the pressure because I realized I've not done anything with it. I had people saying, you know, you have done this, you have done this. But you know personally, I have not done anything like that. So just normal pressure.
Okay, so can you tell us something that really like stuck to you during that period?
So the thing is, we didn't read the budget on time. See, when you read the SRC, you're supposed to read the budget within the first, it's supposed to be approved by the Executive Council within first 10 days of week of each semester. Mm-hmm. Then we go to the Executive Council for approval, then get to the top there. You see, but we delayed budget reading. So that's resulted in the student talking about their limited time. So the only thing we did was we didn't read the budget on time. That's why a lot of people had issues about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So another question. How did you handle the criticism your administration faced in the first semester after the release of the budget? So after you guys finally did it, like, how do you face that criticism? Because just like you said, there were some things that you had more hand in them. So how do you face the criticism?
Oh, at first, it was too personal. But I just realized that it was worrying me, it was hurting me. So I just have to let it go. You see, you're watching people's status and they'll be insulting you, doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, but I just realized that it's part of the politics. So one of my bosses told me, if you want to serve the public sector, you have to avail yourself for people to criticize you. You see, if President Mahama, Akufo-Addo, all those people, no matter what you do, they'll criticize you. So I just have to avail myself for that.
I would like to...
That also make you grow.
That's true. So was that... You said you saw people's status and then they were insulting you. That was the first semester budget, right? Were there some people you did not expect them to say something?
Oh, yeah.
Friends?
Oh, friends. People that even campaigned for me were saying stuff.
Wow. Then I think you handled it well. If you're...
Oh, yeah, but at the end of the day, they will even come to you. But you can't reject anybody. They're all serving for the students, not purposely for those who voted for you. They're all serving the entire population.
Okay, that's true. There was a near clash of the Freshers Artist Night and Pensa Challenge, despite the 3 or 4 executive members being PESA. We have 3 to 4 members being PESA in the executive board, right? But there was a clash with the Pensa Artist Night and then this one. I think, no, the Pensa Challenge.
Yeah, the Aquabar Week, the Artist Night.
Yeah. So that criticism as well, there was a lot of criticism about it.
Yeah.
How was that?
When he studied the issue, the budget wasn't read on time. But when he checked the days left for us to start exams, that would be the best day for us to do our Artist Night.
Okay.
You see, so there's nothing we can do about it. When the issue came out, we called them personally, we talked to them that there's nothing we can do about it. But to the glory of God, that Saturday we couldn't do the program because there was a heavy storm. So we shifted it to Sunday. So it didn't interrupt any of their programs.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, Aticho, I have a last question for current affairs and projects. And I believe this is something a lot of people want to ask. During your campaign season, you had a lot of policies you wanted to implement. So aside from your internal financial duties, budget preparations, and so what other initiative do you plan on doing or you've done with your office?
So I presented a lot of policy innovation. But the thing is, the moment you get into the administration, you are not working towards your personal policy innovation. You are working as an administration towards a common goal. You see, and you are helping the president to achieve this was the policy that he has. You see, so by last semester, I was able to organize financial seminar. That was what I organized for my office. But apart from that, project and all those things are the common goals that we all have to actually work towards. So you can say we're able to innovate the KT Summer Hats, distributed some funds, number of funds to Chamber of Mines or to improve their ventilation. They've also done what do we call it? Washing bee for the good hope people. We shared souvenirs. We are also embarking on major projects. I think latest by next month, we're ready. They're also embarking the Less House Eco Step project too. So the moment you get to the administration, you're not working towards your personal goal, but it's a common goal by the administration. That's why everything that we do, you have to sit an executive council, approve. The majority carries the vote. So if the majority says we are going by this project, they must shift our attention to this project. So it's not like you going by your personal project or nothing like that policy.
Okay, I saw this question somewhere and somebody said, oh, it was a stupid question. And another person was like, it's not a stupid question. But I feel like you are in the best position to decide.
Okay.
Do you think it is right for somebody going for a position like SRC Treasurer or a Financial Secretary position to come with their own policies and innovations?
But yeah,
or they should just prepare to help?
We are supposed to get a policy innovations. From Eastern, they represented the policy innovation of financial seminar, crypto, and all those stuff. But I'm able to do one. But the thing is, as budget preparation goes on, you don't have to factor only one program. We take budgets from all the major stakeholders, then you compare the SRC Treasurer. So you can't just do 2 programs at a time, at least one from each office, so that it can reduce costs. And any program they are doing will take an amount of money for you to do it. So how to reduce down costs, you have to cut off some of the programs to face in some of the projects and all those things. So we check those calculations before we draw our money.
Okay, so Mr. Treasurer, now I think I'll be very comfortable to call you Aticho because we're about to move into your personal life. Yes. I don't know, which one should I start with first? Which question should I start with first?
I don't know, it's up to you.
Okay, so you seem very close with your brother. So is it like, is it a political connection, or it's more like something you guys had even before politics came into play?
Oh. You see, family is one thing that you can't regret. We started when we were young. So we are very close. We are very close. He doesn't hide anything from me. He also doesn't hide anything from me. So we are very, very, very tight. So anytime you call me, I make myself available. So you can see my election day, he came here to support me. The people from Legon.
Wow.
So I also go there to support anything having in the agenda. So we are very, very tight. More than married people.
That's actually very beautiful. Yeah, it's very rare to see that. My next question, let's go back to a question I kept aside, which is the John DeMello.
Oh, okay.
What is up with that? So tell us what's up with that. Give us everything.
You see, whenever you are going for a position, especially the SRC positions like this, you have to get people to endorse you. And when I came to year one, I saw that we are two to the same thing. So I was supposed to get people I know on board. See, when John Will released us video, a lot of people were happy. I think last week I went to meet him. Yeah. So I told him that I go the SRC week. He promised me that if they voted for me, he will make sure he come to campus to just have access to the student to talk to the students. They said okay. I told him that SRC week he'll be expecting him. But if only he's free by that time, we'll make sure he come. John Melo, because of what we did for him, especially my brother, because he contested for that same position, constitution, and he lost. And during my brother's term as SRC, 10 president. You see, Legon, Ayawaso West constituency carries the majority of the polling stations are on Legon campus.
Okay.
56 polling stations. So you're able to win all those stations, automatically win the next MP. And my brother was able to win all those stations for him. And I was involved.
No. Okay.
So that was how, when the time reached and I called him that I need the endorsement, he just picked the phone and did it for me.
Wow, that's actually...
So I know him very well.
So is it fair to say you know him through your brother?
Yeah, through my brother, yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's actually very beautiful. Yeah. So I believe you and your brother, you guys interconnect each other.
You see, I've been saying that, people have been saying, and I've seen that every great leader was once a servant. Yeah. When I came to him, I served a lot of people. Yeah, one, I supported Anasafo, then the next president. But we lost. Yeah, two, I supported ATM again, and we lost. So before you become a leader, you have to be a servant. So I serve a lot of people, become the SRC.
Yeah, so, and I'm actually very glad those two losses didn't affect your own election.
Actually, it affected me personally.
Oh.
But I have to push hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it has not been easy.
I'm going to guess it's not easy. So that brings me to my last question before we get to what you have for your people and all of those things. Do you have a girlfriend?
Oh, yes.
Wow, I can see I'm very proud of that.
Oh, yeah. She's very beautiful.
Okay, your smile says everything. I like that. Before we move, right, then my last question, what would you have, or what sentence would you leave for your people, or as a legacy? What would you like to tell your people?
The only thing I can say is that...
excuse me, but before that, I think because you have so many contradicting people, would you be okay to have a message for the people who lost hope in you? You know, they supported you, and then at some point in time, they lost hope because of some misunderstandings? Or would you rather go for the people who stood steadfast regardless of people? Or would you say everything together?
SRC is accountable to the students. So they shouldn't lose any hope. We just want the best for all the students. Although we are trying our best, we can't please all the people. They are trying our best for everything to be fine. The little project that we can, that's what we're embarking on. So I don't know if they did that, we are going to talk about. So nobody should lose hope in the SRC. So the moment you hand over, we leave the rest, the full administration also continue. Little by little, we'll get there. But you're also accountable to every student. That's my major priority. So if you don't understand anything, you can come to us, we'll explain everything to you. And whatever we are doing, you'll be audited at the end of the day. So there's nothing like, who this car. No. So be held accountable. Okay. So that's the thing that I can say.
Yes, sure. So thank you very much for giving us the time. I know you are a very busy person. You're the SRC Treasurer. Thank you very much for giving us your time.
I'm busy, but I'm not busy. I don't know how to say it. I'm busy, but I'm not busy for the student. Anybody can come.
Sure, that is actually very well.
That's the main reason I voted for.
We are glad you still remain that teacher we knew. Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Treasurer.
Thank you too very much.
Well, guys, stay tuned and we'll see you in the next episode